Yo, what's up, y'all? Man, if you anything like me and any other 90s baby in the world, I'm sure, honestly, it doesn't matter what year you were born in, I'm pretty sure this movie holds a special place in your heart. And that movie is none other than The Lion King. I have a very special relationship with this movie, but what I'm about to give you now is a message that you probably never even noticed while watching that film. As amazing as that movie is, and as much as you probably took away from it, this might be something you might have missed. You want to check this one out. Yeah, roll that logo. Yo, Lion King was deep. Like, high key. So we all know the story, the plot. I don't need to get into that. If you haven't seen the movie, you need to watch it. But so after Scar tricks Simba into believing that he killed his dad and has him run away and told him to never return, that whole thing, Simba runs away, and through his whole process of being away, he begins to shrink himself. He begins to shrink himself because of the lies the enemy made him believe about himself. The enemy in this movie being Scar. Scar took advantage of him because he was a kid. Kids are easy to manipulate. Ooh. That was a word. Likewise, some of us are still kids in Christ. We're still baby Christians. So it's easy for the enemy to manipulate us. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. That came to me. Scar needed to be able to manipulate Simba because he knew that the moment Simba realized, you gotta think of it, Simba's a child. You know, Simba doesn't fully understand the concept of who he really is. Like, he is a king. Just like us, sometimes we don't realize the true, I'm getting ahead of myself. Scar knew that the moment Simba realized who he was and that he had all the power to defeat him, that's the end of the film. It's the same with us when we believe the lies that we've been told. Scar knew that he could not stop Simba. Scar was defeated the moment Simba was born, and he knew that. He had already lost. And since he knew he could not beat Simba, he tried to manipulate him out of his identity, and it worked. Scar only had power because Simba gave it to him by running away. But when Simba looked in that water, he didn't see himself. He saw his daddy because his daddy lived inside of him. And his daddy was reminding him of who he was. Remember. Y'all remember that scene? It was so powerful. Simba's daddy was the highest king. Simba's daddy roared and every creation bowed. The hyenas got chills just saying his name.
I just hear that name and I shudder. Mufasa. Ooh. Do it again. Mufasa. Ooh. Mufasa. 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 Ooh, it tingles me.
How did we miss this? Simba had his daddy living on the inside of him, and he didn't even know it. And it was Scar's main mission to keep him from realizing that, because he knew that the moment Simba figured that out, it was a wrap. Man, if you do not see the resemblance here, I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to do. Stop letting the enemy talk you out of your destiny. Stop letting people who have hated you since your conception trick you out of who you know God told you you were. Look in the water, baby. It's not just you, but you got the Almighty, the King of Kings, living and breathing on the inside of you. Remember, it's time to come out of that deserted place you've been hiding in. Yeah, it was easy hiding out and living like a warhog when you were called to live like a lion, but it's time for you to come home now. That might mean you have to face some things or some people that you've been running from for a while. Yeah, it might hurt, but it's time for you to take your position back on Pride Rock. You've got an army backing you up, baby. You already know how the story ends. It might not be easy, but it will be victorious. The book is already written. It's time to come out. Look in the water. See yourself the way your daddy sees you. When a daddy like that lives inside you, how can you lose? Come out. You don't need to hide anymore. If you got anything out of that video, give me a thumbs up down below. If you got anything out of that, I want you to comment down below. Comment and say, I looked in the water. And share with a friend. And tell that friend to share with their friends. And tell that friend to share with their friends. I promise, I'm to a point now, it don't matter if it's one view, bro. I was told to do this. Literally. Clearly. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. I gotta get this word out. And if y'all can help me by sharing, I really would appreciate that. I will see y'all next video. 5 p.m. Woo! I'm excited. Like, that message got me. I know I'm gonna be watching it a few times. See you next week. Thank you. Bye.